Is so confused why we're dancing.
Please. And now there is sound. Everybody. So, sorry about that. We are having all sorts of tech issues today as I'm fixing the cameras right now. And now we're going to start with our introductions. Last time was just a test run, starting with how you see them on your screen is Damien the DM.
Hey, I am Damien the DM, gender fluid person that regularly DMs for Night's Fall on Tuesdays. So, you know, sometimes there's a reap what you sow kind of exchange going on there. But in this game I'm playing, Elkson, the oh so naive white dragonborn ranger, who's freed demons that have bonded to her friends, and you know, it
Yeah.
is what it
Yeah.
is.
Next, we have our resident artist, Jane Demand.
Um, I play Zenzahana, the gnome blade singer wizard, who, unlike our sorcerer, who is burdened by weak magic and demon bonding, am easily the strongest person of this group, and no competition at all.
We're doing that part again. Okay.
That's a weekly thing. Come on now. And next, we have our newest player, Moose.
Good evening. I'm Moose. I'm playing Hellbog von Liechtenstein, the cleric artificer of Baylor, who's just out here to hunt monsters.
And is hunting a monster right now, a ghost. And I believe when we we'll get to when we last left off. And last but definitely not least, we have our wizard cat dragon.
Yeah, the most powerful member of this party by far, much to Susan's dismay. Hi, I'm Josh. I play Miyagi, the Draconic Lineage Divination Wizard, splash of Draconic Lineage Sorcerer. I messed that part up, but only the strong can really bond with demons and fiends and imps and stuff. And at the end of the day, Miyagi can cast spells without people knowing, so pretty OP. Just saying.
You just said that in part real quiet, hoping people wouldn't notice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is me rolling my eyes at you.
So, and I am your DM for tonight, Night's Fall. I have been playing Dungeons and Dragons and a plethora of other TTRPGs for an unknown amount of time that I will never actually admit to. This is our homebrew campaign. It is set in a complete homebrew world where my players are actually helping me create this world and create all the backstory. And this story will actually have consequences for this world because I plan on using this world again and again and again.
So let's not fuck it up, guys.
Oh, too late. Too late.
Oh yeah, I know.
Too fucking late.
That's what gives a world flavor. History.
Exactly. You can't have a perfect world. I mean, where's the challenge? So,
I mean, we can't have big bad enemy bad guys unless Elkson frees them first.
Yeah. Or walk-in security cameras.
or let's not, we can't have big bad guys hunting other people because they stole something that doesn't belong to them.
We did not steal, we freed.
The law.
Oh no, Suzanne straight up sold. Or stole, yeah. But.
Liberated.
But, when we last left off, the party, having their ship be extremely damaged, their Captain Talia of the Sapphire Cathedral decided that the crew, after a failed mutiny attempt, definitely needed some R&R, but more importantly, their ship needed repairs. So they went to, and now here's some bonus points here. Does anybody remember the name of the island?
Scooby-Doo attack?
I feel like it started with a V.
Nope.
Or I don't know.
Greenland?
Nope. We'll come back to that.
I'm not even gonna make a wild guess because you know what I'll say. Raisa.
They ended up going to a resort of sorts, and because it was the closest thing to them, and hopefully they could actually get some repairs. Unbeknownst to them, the resort has been falling onto some hard times. Lack of customers due to some rumors of people missing, some items missing, and the rumors of a ghost of an elven female. Does anybody remember her name?
Something Willow?
The Wispy
Willow?
Widow. the Wispy Widow.
Oh.
An elven widow who has died heartbroken because her human lover died of old age.
Humans suck.
Can't live with them, can't live without them.
So the party has come in contact with a few people from this resort. One being the owner of the resort, Pollock, a half-elf, who definitely was obviously ill and weak, has stress wrinkles that can be seen around the eyes. The owner's son, Gerald, another half-elf, who is more interested in spending time with his newfound druid girlfriend, Cilia, who is more interested in the resort closing and the island going back to nature.
We're having a hippie drum circle with her right now.
Well, you're having a hippie drum circle, but we'll get back to that because she's out of sight for some reason. Then they also made contact with the front desk, a gold dragonborn named Jadic, who really did not take kindly to Helvog casting a spell to make sure that he's telling the truth, because that was insulting to him. As well as the 3 cold-balled cleaning crew, Nix, Trix, and Rix. They did make contact, didn't really talk to a Minotaur who was delivering fish, and they made contact with the chef, a dwarven female named Barwain, who gave the impression of the Weeping Widow, Wispy Widow, sorry. So, out of all these things, the party has determined a few different options or answers. 1, that there is a ghost haunting this area. 2, that someone wants this place to close. And like all good D&D players, what do? They separate the party. They separate the party.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
It's just funny it broke up into 2 and 3, you know?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, when we last left off, we had Helvog and Meowgi going to investigate a recently uncovered cave that supposedly awoken the widow. Inside, they found a bunch of different animal bones set in deliberate manner and some blood put into different, what seemed like arcane runes. However, some of them were in Elvish, some of them were in Draconic, but they were all gibberish. They didn't really make any sense. Before Helvog saw something outside and went running, and is running after the ghost. Right when his foot feels a little bit of tension and he hears a twang. At this point in time, Meowgi was still in the cave and was about to leave. At the same time, we had Sazan, Ath, and Elkson at a sort of a drum circle with a bonfire out on the beach, along with one of the kobolds, Rix. No, actually, Trix. Sorry.
It was Trix, wasn't
Trix.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was Trix. So, let's go and get back to where the most tension is. So, we're going to go to the drum circle.
Wasn't Shaggy in the process of falling into a trap while Scooby just watched him?
Sort of. So, at the drum circle at this time, Sazan walked away for a bit so she could cast Detect Magic as a ritual. You come back and you gave a quick glance at everything and nothing seemed to be additionally magical. You go and relay that information to your party. And as you guys turn around, you see that Gerald is still banging on the drum, but you don't see Cilia anywhere.
Where'd your girlfriend go?
Oh, she just went out for a swim. She does that. She likes to really commune with nature and she takes on the form of a dolphin and just goes. It's the best way to commune with nature. I don't really have the gift yet, but I hope one day.
Well, certainly is nice to
So
dream.
she turns into a dolphin?
Oh, yeah.
And Alexon's gonna kind of like walk out to the like edge of the water and kind of look around to see if she sees any signs of a dolphin.
Yeah, roll a perception check. You have dark vision, so you don't have any disadvantage.
That's a 9.
I mean, it is still pretty dark, and your dark vision with grays and white, black and grays, it can't really tell, especially with depth. I mean, there could be a dolphin out there, but
So you said this is something your girlfriend does on a regular basis, just goes out and swims as a dolphin.
oh, that, or she flies, or she turns into a snake to actually get really close to the ground.
And she doesn't take you with her on these little expeditions.
Well, I can't commune with nature that way. I need to breathe, so.
Perhaps she's, doing some untoward things.
Do I have a wild shape I can turn into to go swimming?
Oh, well, you have what level druid are you again?
Not at your level.
Yeah, I don't think you need you need a certain level to get something with swim speed.
I'm a Circle of the Moon druid, but
Oh, if you're Circle of the Moon druid, then you can. Well, yeah, you still have to hit the requirements for the swim speed.
Yeah, still gotta hit level requirements.
So we're gonna
Babylon.
pause right there on the beach party, and we are going to go back to Meowgi. Meowgi, as you see Helvog run out, let me just do this here real quick.
Fuck. It's never good when he isolates a player.
Oh no!
It's never good.
If she's level 4, she can get swim speed.
But level 4 in druid, I don't think Elkson is level 4 druid yet.
Yeah,
Not
level
yet.
4 druid is swim speed, no fly speed.
Yep. So, Meowgi, you see Helvog run out, and you're getting ready. You're like, you're almost pouncing, and then you hear, "Go away, go away." Tom and Ren tells you to go away. This place is not safe for you. Not safe. Not safe. Not safe. Coming from all different directions around you.
So it's just for my clarification. It wasn't in my head. It was audible out.
It was audible.
Okay.
Absolutely audible. And it was coming from behind you, to the side, above you, all over.
Okay. Just gonna rub my head and start to walk out and just ask Ixpit if he heard that too.
Run. Run. Or your soul is ours.
I'm gone. I'm gone. Nope,
Yeah,
I'm gone.
Das, yeah, I definitely heard that. I heard it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Helvog, you feel as you're running after this figure that has just white wisp behind them, flowing behind them as they're moving at a high rate of speed. You almost trip as you feel some tension around your foot, and you hear the unmistakable sound of twine breaking. And then you start to hear, and as two things are moving at you at a high rate of speed. You can hear the air going past them. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Seven.
7. Miyagi, you hear a as two logs smash into you, both from either side, completely compacting you in your armor. You take, let's pull up this trap. Sorry, I should have been prepared and had my dice ready. I was expecting them to save.
You should probably just have
This
dice
is
ready
not a
at all times.
dex-based character.
I know that. You take a total of, ooh, that's almost max damage. 16 points of crushing damage, bludgeoning, as two logs just slam into your sides. And I mean, you're kind of stuck there right now. You definitely, and you cry out in pain, Miyagi, you definitely hear that.
We're leaving now. And Miyagi's gonna exit the cave and go to where that big sound was. Albeit cautiously.
Cautiously, okay. Then you've got a
Yeah.
couple rounds until Miyagi will make it to you. Helvog, what would you like to do?
Well, obviously, pry myself out of this.
All right. You can just do a strict check for me. Or you can do athletics or acrobatics, whichever is higher.
Well, athletics is strength, so 18.
18, easily done. It's only, you see that there are two logs that are held together by rope, and it seems like it was a tripwire set up that released both of them and slam into you. But you can easily, they're still pretty movable. It's just that they're a little bit heavy, because it's not, their fulcrum is not at that point, you know. But you get out, definitely scraped and bruised, about the same time that Miyagi shows up.
Are you okay? You seem in a bit of a jam. Well,
Yeah, you think?
note to self, note to you as well. Don't head into that cave. Something about eating souls, something is very angry with us.
And we're going to pause on you guys real quick. Back at the beach party.
Splitting the group. Always a good idea, guys.
I want a wild shape into a giant frog.
Alrighty. Giant frog.
It's a CR14, and the main reason, I know I don't get the swim speed, but they're amphibious so they can breathe underwater, so I could stay under looking for her.
Alrighty. I believe the rules state that you can't turn, even though it's a CR1, you can't turn into anything that has a swim
1/4.
speed.
I
But
can't?
not with something that has a swim speed.
Okay.
I would like to send Avalon out into the ocean.
Into the ocean or above the ocean?
Above the
Oh,
ocean.
I was about to
and
say
then
it.
straight into it.
Looks
And
like
then swim
Miyagi won
around
the
with water
familiar
wings.
war.
Alrighty. Not a problem. And with any specific task?
Looking for dolphins.
Okay. Go and roll perception. Using Avalons.
I didn't use Avalons.
You're a little bit broken on your mic, by the way.
Sorry. Can you hear me any better now?
A little bit better.
All right. I don't know how to use Avalon's perception.
All right. Well, she is a owl, correct?
Yes.
So you just go to. Let me pull up an owl for you.
dragon stuff.
Okay, Owl, perception. And they have keen hearing and sight, so they have advantage on perception checks. Their perception is +3.
All right, so I'm going to just roll d20s and then add the 3s to them.
Correct.
Did you get that link, Damien?
Yes.
Don't know why it added that. We're going to say 15.
15. You definitely see some blowholes. The spout of water coming out. It's
I'm going to communicate that to Elkson.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
Okay.
That's very helpful. I have a druid of the moon myself.
And about this time, you all see Scylla starting to walk back. But not from the ocean.
Not from the ocean.
Not from the ocean.
I thought you said your girlfriend went swimming.
Oh, I thought you did. Hey, babe, how you doing? Quite well. Quite well. Sorry, I just needed a little time to myself. I think that the mood is gone for tonight. Thank you.
I mean, we only just started.
I don't deem to speak for the earth, but the mood has definitely passed. Thank
And
Do
you.
you usually leave whenever people join your drum circle and then come back and tell them to go away?
Well, we haven't really had anybody join before, so
No.
Oh.
I would say yes.
Well, I
then.
mean, with manners like that, I'm kind of not surprised.
she's taken aback a little bit for being called rude, and well, again, I don't speak for the earth, dear, but when the mood is past, the mood is past. Now,
What does that even mean?
It means I would like alone time with my boyfriend.
She just has the most blank, not understanding look on her face. But then why did you start the circle?
Because it was fun to do. Now, if you'll excuse me. And you see, as soon as she said that,
You're gonna chase us away. Why did you have to leave by yourself anyways?
There are some things that are a little private.
Were you pooping?
Oh, did you have to take a shit?
I prefer calling it fertilizing the earth. Thank you very much. We all must do our part in composting.
She flustered at all.
Yes, very much so.
Is this the first time Elkson has cussed?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I was there.
And
She doesn't really view shit as a cuss word because it's just something you do.
and pause on the beach, going back to Helvog and Miyagi.
Did you happen to find the moaning, the cause of that at all, or was that just you because you were excited?
No, those logs had something to do with stopping me from chasing whatever that was.
Do you want to head back into the cave and talk to the scary ghost now, or what would you like to do? You want to go find where this ghost came from, or what?
I'd like to find out where this thing that I was chasing went off to.
And you can roll a perception check to see if you can still find it. It's been about a
Well, I'm
minute or
gonna
so.
look and see if there's any kind of tracks.
Okay, give me a survival check.
If only you had your ranger with you.
Yeah, you split off in the perfect
20.
20. That is a good roll. You see there are definitely footprints.
Yeah, no ghosts made these.
Do ghosts even leave footprints?
Yeah,
And
ghosts Don't leave footprints. Not any that I know.
Interesting.
Follow them.
I think you should do it a little bit more cautiously as Hellbug starts to walk. Meowgi's like a good 10 feet back, just following slowly.
Okay.
If anything's gonna
I'm
happen,
not running. I'm not following in the dark this time. I cast light on the tip of my crossbow bolt and follow the tracks.
Alrighty. You guys go deeper and deeper into the forest. We're going to do a couple rolls, survival rolls shortly. Back to the beach. You see that as soon as Celia said I needed some alone time with my boyfriend, Gerald instantly started packing stuff up. He's like, oh, okay.
let's do it.
And he starts
Well-
to. Oh, go ahead.
Well, you're excited.
Yeah.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Alexin has no clue what it means, so she's just like, why are they so excited to rush us off?
But you guys should come again when we have a drum circle. It'd be nice. I think we'll have some more smoke to actually use. So our crop is still growing. So
What crap?
just some tobacco.
Oh. Well, why didn't you just say that then?
Well, it wasn't ready yet.
Oh. I mean, you could have said tobacco. You didn't have to say our crop, making it sound all like ominous or like.
Okay. Sorry. I've had a couple drinks, so.
If Elkston understood what was happening, she would so make a "I hope everything still works for you" joke, but she does not. So that's just gonna sit there.
There's a good reason that the druid has cure poison memorized. So they start to pack up and walk off into the woods.
I'll wait a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then if I'll explain to Suzanne and Trix if Trix wants to come along, that I still don't really trust them because it's weird that she just disappeared and they like didn't want to say tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they
Sure. Not a problem. They do have to pass through close to the main house to get back into the woods. So while you are falling back and starting to follow, Suzanne, are you going as well?
Yes, I'm gonna be stealthy about it.
Okay.
yeah, same here.
Okay. Give me stealth checks, both of you.
Does Trix want to come? Trix, do you want to come with us?
Of course. Sure.
Awesome.
I got nothing better to do.
Awesome.
They are not
Seems
stealthy.
to me.
They do not understand stealth. So they are just walking. And what'd you get, Suzanne?
17.
17. Got it.
What? Kobolds don't understand stealth?
Not this kobold.
With a +6, that's 12.
12. Good to know. Good to know. I also would like perception checks from both of you.
These dice hate me right now. 18.
14.
14. 18. With an 18, you will notice that the side door to the big house is cracked open.
I'll point it out to Suzanne
Mhm.
and
This was
ask if
this was the same area that they were unloading the fish at.
I'll point it out to Suzanne and be like, should we snoop or should we pursue?
I don't know. The they're suspicious, but this may be our only chance to get into
Trix is
that
like, oh no,
storehouse.
we don't snoop. We don't snoop in the kitchen. No. Barwayne does not like that. No.
Jazdic's so mean. I feel like this would be our only chance to go in and see if we
Jastic
could.
is mean. Jastic is a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's just flustered because we're closer to dragons than he is.
Yeah. I still give Trix a high five. I don't know. You're smarter at this kind of what is it called? Espionage thing, Suzanne? So what do you think?
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm hesitant to break up the party, but why don't you continue
Oh,
to
late.
pursue? Um, I don't know. There's some weird like voices in the wind. I feel like they're giving bad advice right now. So, um, yeah, Why don't you two continue to trap our friends there? I'm just gonna have a sneak peek into the storehouse, and I'll come back and find you.
Okay, are you gonna be okay by yourself?
Oh yes, I'm easily the most powerful person in this party. I'll be fine.
Hey, give me 1 second. I gotta take care of something here real quick. If you guys could role play for me, I will be right back. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There's a kitty cat.
Have you ever noticed that Meowgi, although he's part dragon, looks like he has mange?
What do you mean? What is
Well,
mange?
like his fur, it's so low quality. It's like this like murky gray color. And I've seen Tabaxi, and Tabaxi usually have like beautiful fur, like multiple colors, and it's just this like drab gray.
Maybe he just needs a bath.
I'm thinking so. I mean, yeah.
Should we surprise him with a bucket of water and some soap at some point?
If there's one thing I know about cops, it's that they love soap and water.
As a player here, I'm gonna kill it all. As Miyagi, I think, oh, you hear that? So this is
Doesn't
off
think
topic.
it's a prank. Like, she just wants to help. Like, if there's something wrong with Miyagi's fur, like, she.
Oh no, what did I miss? Okay.
Just a prank that's
You're
gonna happen
plotting.
later. Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
Okay.
They're plotting.
All right. So we're gonna pause on Elkson and Suzanne while you guys decide what you're gonna do, and we're gonna go to.
Pause.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna go back to Helvog and Miyagi. Helvog, I'm assuming that you are leading the charge with your survival. I would like you to make 3 survival checks for me.
Okay. Before each one, I will cast guidance.
Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and let you do that. Go ahead, because it is a long, drawn out thing. So you're gonna have to be casting guidance pretty much nonstop. But it is a cantrip, so.
Yeah, it is. It's a cantrip. That's why I.
Guidance. Guidance.
Guidance!
13.
Just every
13.
20 feet in the forest, you hear it.
Why do you keep repeating that? Do you have Tourette's?
Pretty sure I lost it on that one.
Oh no.
As you hear a wild pack of
Kevin.
dogs in the background. Okay,
I do
on the
hate
first one,
dogs.
13. You're having trouble keeping on the trail. It looks like. Now, are you proficient in survival? First, answer me that. I believe you are.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. The tracks just look odd. Like you compare them to your tracks, and they look different. You know, they definitely look bigger than your tracks, a little bit wider, but not as shoe size wise. And they look like they're two different shoe sizes, really. But besides that, you can't really tell if anything else. And your next one was a 7, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. On that one, and you see that the path is going windy. It's going in and out and in and out. And how far back is Miyagi?
A good 10 feet.
Okay. So,
If he's within 20 feet, he's within the light radius.
oh yeah,
so.
absolutely. You, Miyagi, I want you to roll a perception check for me. I'm gonna give you a chance.
Gotcha. Natural 20, 24.
24. You see that Helvog has stumbled into some sand. And you notice this just as he does, as he starts to sink into the quicksand. You are 1 foot away from putting yourself into the quicksand.
I don't recommend moving. I'm just gonna start digging through my stuff. Just stay still 1 second, 1 second.
Oh, and by the way, the DC is 8 to find it.
Oh, I wasted that natural 20.
You, Helvog, are, as soon as he says that, you see and feel yourself sinking. You may do a strength check.
I don't need to do a strength check. I will cast Water Walk.
Water Walk. I don't.
That's iffy.
That is big iffy. Let's see.
Let me read Water Walk. Because I had been keeping it memorized while we were on the boat. And we
Actually,
just walked off the boat, so.
Grants the ability to move across any liquid surface such as water, ice, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava, as if it was harmless solid ground. Specifically says quicksand. So you are good. You cast Water Walk.
And catch Miyagi with it. Because I can get 10 people.
However, you have definitely lost the trail.
Yeah. Well, if somebody wandered over quicksand.
And you did notice the trail was definitely winding around. It seemed as if...
would have caught it. All I'm saying.
Give me a quick, just a wisdom check for me.
This is my baby. I'm getting him the cutest Halloween costume.
Damn, 6.
6. Okay, never mind. Pause on you guys. Back to the beach.
We're good for an hour, by the way.
Yep.
I think that's a 3rd level spell.
Zen and Elkson. What have you decided?
Zen's gonna go in by herself and sneak around the house, and I'm gonna go with Trix and continue to follow the druid.
Okay. So splitting up the party even more. Ooh.
Woo!
So Zen, we're going to start with you. You go up to the house. You see that the door is just cracked open. What would you like?
Stealth.
Roll me a stealth check.
You got it, dude.
Beat a natural 19.
Not happening. 15.
15. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. You walk in and let's see. Are you still concentrating on your detect magic? It lasts for 10 minutes. It hasn't been 10 minutes.
Oh yes, then yes I am.
Okay. I need you to do a perception check for me then.
Okay. 19.
Okay, you notice a very thin silver cord wrapped around the door. Like at the base of the door. It's not actually on the physical door. It's if you crossed over the plane, it would break it. You know, and you can tell by your detect magic this is enchanted. And I believe you know the spell, in fact.
Yes, this is an alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't have the spell magic, I believe.
And you know that you catch it before you go through.
Okay.
So I'll let you think about
Hold
that.
on.
I'll let you think about that, and then we'll go to Elkson real quick. Elkson, you are about how far away? While you're walking on the beach, you can easily be 30 feet away and still keep them in your line of sight. You can keep them on the edge of your dark vision and still see them. However, once you get into the forest, you have about, I'd say, 30 to 40 feet before it gets really dense, and you're going to have to be pretty close.
Once we get into the forest, I would like to wild shape into a cat and
See, Trix goes, oh, voodoo.
and I'll
If I
try
touch
it
you,
and
do
be
I
as
become a cat too?
I mean, I can't communicate while I'm a cat to Trix, unfortunately. But I will try and like be up in the trees and following enough so I can still keep sight on them.
Okay, you dart off to go and try to jump into the tree. And it is a dense forest, so you'll be able to do some checks to see. But as soon as you start going up a tree, you hear Trix, oh no, don't go away, don't go away. And she starts running after you. Very loudly.
Split the party. This is what happened.
Oh no, and we lost a Damien.
Oh no.
Don't worry, they will come back.
There we go. I'm back.
Alrighty.
My Discord decided to crap on me.
All good. Did you hear the last bit?
Yeah, the Trix is running after me loudly. I'm trying to see if if I can't speak with animals as an animal, will it let me speak to Trix?
Nope. I mean, you can probably dart away a bit and probably lose Trix.
I feel bad, but that's probably what I'm gonna have to do if she's being loud and
most definitely loud. Let's see. Let's bring up a cat for you.
I feel like we would have explained that we were trying to be quiet, but
I mean, could have explained that you were going to wild shape too. They think that you're cursed or something. You can do. I will let you do an acrobatics check, which is going to be a +2 for your cat form.
Okay.
To run out and try to. You're easily going to climb the tree. I'm not giving you a roll, but to jump from tree to tree, I'm going to need 3 different checks. The first check is going to be to lose Trix. The second two. Go ahead.
That's an 11.
11. Okay. Well, it beats Trix's 4.
Yay.
So the next 2 are going to be from jumping. These are more difficult. So go ahead and do your 2. And then I need a perception check at a +3 to keep an eye out because you're trying to do multiple things. You're trying to lose Trix.
I also have keen smell though. So
correct.
Can I get advantage on that?
But
or
this is not you're not close
smell?
enough for smell.
Okay.
So you're going to have it. You don't get advantage on it, unfortunately.
Okay. So I have to do more acrobatics check and a perception check?
Yes, then? 2 acrobatics and 1 perception check because you're trying to keep Trix away from the druid, so the druid doesn't hear. So it's a multi challenge. It's a multi-skill challenge.
These dice hate me. That's a 12 and an 8 for the acrobatics.
Okay. Okay, for the 8, I will say that you and go ahead and give me your perception.
That was an at 1.
Okay. Okay, you unfortunately have lost sight of the druid. On the
They have an
8,
idea what direction they went.
you know generally what direction, yes. However, on the 8, you jump and just miss a branch and fall about 15 feet. You take a total of 3 points of damage from the fall
And land on my feet.
and land on your feet.
I'm a cat. How much health does a cat have?
Not a whole lot. Let's see. A cat is probably going to have. Let's see. Cat has 2 hit points.
Damn it, so I fall and just poof back as Elkson.
And you take 1 point of damage as Elkson.
Ow, I gotta get used to this.
Good idea,
They
though.
land on their feet, but they don't live.
Back to Suzanne. Suzanne, what are you deciding to do?
I am going to cast Misty Step to teleport inside past the alarm.
Okay, yep, Misty Step does work because you are going through a different plane of existence, so you are not going to trip the alarm spell. You are inside the kitchen area. This is more of the storage for food. There are 2 doors in this room. Inside this room, you see some meat hanging. You even see some smoking going on of some of the fish. You see some fish in, salted. You see what looks to be like deer that is hanging up as well. You see a couple of boxes, crates, a chest, and again, 2 doors. And we are going to take a very quick break because I need to go take care of something. I know this is a really early break. I do apologize for that, but we will be right back. All right?
I will
And
never try it, but it's
We are back and talking about mac and cheese. Thanks to
not mac
David.
and cheese, maggot cheese.
Yep.
Important distinction there.
And they will look back, my players will look back on this exact moment and be like, why the hell did we put that idea in the DM's head? Or was that all foreshadowing anyway? We'll see.
We don't need to put any ideas in your head.
Oh, yes, yes. So, we are back. Sorry, I had to do some housekeeping stuff and all that. Also, drink water.
I'm drinking sparkling
Hydrate.
water. Does that count?
I have actual
Sort of.
water.
I have actual water too. All right. So when we last left off, we had Elkson proving that cats do actually not have 9 lives. And we had Suzanne turned into Mist to investigate an area. We are going to come back to Suzanne in a moment, though, because we have left Meowgi and Helvog for a little while. And let's go back to see what their adventures are going to be. You guys have
More successful.
Say that again?
I said, hopefully more successful.
No, not really. You guys, after the quick thinking of Helvog and casting Water Walk on you both, you are able to see that there you have stumbled upon an area with multiple different pits of quicksand, as if they were intentionally put there. What would you all like to do?
So I think we're going in the right way. I mean, look at all of these pits.
Yeah, but now we don't have a trail to follow, so we're kind of wandering around blindly.
We tend to do that most of the time. Welcome to the group.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. Yeah, without a path, let's head back to the house.
We could do that, or we can continue going forward. Might find something. Leave no stone unturned, as they say.
Well, no, leave no stone unturned. Yes, finding the truth is important. But I think we need to get back to the rest of the group now.
But you had already cast the spell. Why not finish it and keep going straight?
Because we have no trail to follow?
We can stumble across one.
Are you a ranger?
No, I'm better than that. I'm me.
Oh.
Well, then lead on if you can find the path that we need to follow.
Can I look for tracks?
Roll me a survival check.
Damien will remember that.
Don't forget, we have Damien's game in a couple days. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. I won't forget that little Miss Blood Hunter over there.
I'm gonna port and give myself a 19 to make my, or not 19. It's 18 plus 1, 19.
Okay.
But if it mattered, my third roll was a 23.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
Okay, with your 19, you do not stumble across the same tracks at all. In fact, you are certain that there are no tracks whatsoever that match those. However, you do see another track. It's similar to those that you are familiar with. They're kind of like your bare feet tracks, but 4 of them, as if there were 4 on the ground and quite large.
Oh, I found something. It might be a big cat, maybe?
Well, we weren't following a cat before, so you found something completely different.
And everybody stretch for the redeem. Ugh. Oh, yes, that actually feels really good. Thank you, Aquatac.
Keep
Or
popping.
Aquatark. bruised a rib yesterday. I don't know why.
So, how much time has passed since?
I would say about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay. So, would you want to go follow these, see what happens, or go find the others? My apologies.
Well, like I said, if this isn't the path that we were trying to follow, who knows what else is wandering around in this forest?
Is DM question? Is Ixbit still with me?
Oh, yes.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure he was.
And he's invisible at this point in time.
Yeah, I figured. Good boy.
If it ain't the trail we were following, then it ain't gonna lead us to where we need to go. So
I guess we can head back.
All right, you guys start heading back. Suzanne.
So I want to do a couple of things. Since I am proficient in survival, shade, can I roll to see if I could detect if any of these doors have recently been used?
No roll necessary. There is no dust lining on any of the doors. They have all been recently used.
I pick a random one, and I'm going to try to listen in to see if I hear activity on the other side.
Roll a perception check for me.
5.
You do not hear anything.
Okay.
There seems to be no activity. Seems to be.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
And then I am going to slowly open the door.
Okay. You open the door into what seems to be a living quarters. There is a bed, a armoire, a small desk with a chair. At the foot of the bed, there is another chest. And a stack of papers on the desk. It definitely seems to be a bed that's more of your size, not a human-sized bed. There's some pictures of people on the wall. Looks like some, small portraits.
See any person in this room, perhaps sleeping?
No.
All right, so I'm going to close the door quietly behind me, and then I'm going to investigate the desk.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
An 8.
Yep. Good to know. Good to know.
These dice are not my friends tonight.
You go and roll me an investigation check for the desk. Getting the bad rolls out of the way.
16.
Okay. You see a couple pieces of paper with some writing scraps on it. You see some of them are recipes. A list of inventory for the kitchen. A list of the shipping requirements and shipping schedule and all that for different foodstuffs coming in. Some requests that have been crossed out. Looks like specialty foods requests, but as the people have left, they've been crossed out. And then you do find a very old scroll, very tattered. And as you start to roll it open, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Somebody's about to walk on in. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You definitely hear the door shutting. Not the door that you're at, but the exterior door.
It's a trap.
Yeah, I don't
5,
know.
4, 3.
I take the scroll and I cast Misty Step outside.
Okay. You Misty step
Watch this
outside.
be like, watch this be the most worthless scroll in the world. As I took it and I Misty stepped.
Alrighty. Elkson, what are you doing?
Since I got forcibly popped out of my wild shape, I will explain the tricks.
Trix is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you definitely lost them on your first roll, and you made one jump, and then you're going for another one, or you made the first couple jumps, so you have no idea where Trix is. Trix ran off into the forest.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Trix is alone in the forest.
Yep. Consequences. Does Elkson think that now?
Elkson has to figure out priorities.
Shall we come back to you?
Nah, go find Trix.
Okay. I need a survival check from you.
Yep. That is a 15.
15. You find her trail. It is actually pretty easy because it looks broken branches, just all kinds of stuff. As you start to go after her, you hear, Elkson, 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 here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
It's
Oh, there you are. What did you do?
It's a skill I learned. I'm sorry I didn't mention that I was gonna do it, but I'm trying to follow these people, but I'm pretty sure I've entirely lost them now.
Oh. Well, I know where they went.
Where?
Scylla lives at the waterfall. That's probably where they went.
Okay. Can you quietly show me the way there? We don't really want them to know that we're approaching.
Oh, of course, of course. As you start to go through the forest and going stealthily.
Yes, do I need to do a stealth check?
Not at this time. Just as you can see the area that Trix was circling around. They didn't get very far. But you do see, in fact, I need you to do a perception check for me to see if you see this.
Okay.
This is quite important.
12.
12. Luckily the DC's 10. So, you do see a scrap of white fabric just outside the circle of where Trix was circling.
I'll pick it up. Does it look like any kind of have I seen someone around the resort wearing something like this?
You can do a wisdom check to see if you remember. Today has all been about skill checks. I don't know why, but
yeah,
it's been skill check
That's
city.
A natural 19 plus 2, 21.
You know definitely that nobody has worn this type of fabric. It looks like it's not fabric that has been made to be worn. It's definitely a little bit coarse. The stitches are a little bit further apart. And it looks like it's frayed. And with your wisdom check and investigating it and all that, you can tell that looks like it was purposely frayed.
I'm gonna pocket that piece of fabric for now and continue pursuing the druid.
With your wisdom check, I will say that you also have spotted tracks that were adjacent to the fabric.
Are they leading towards where Trix is taking me, or in a different direction?
Different direction. It's leading back to the big house. So think about that.
And then I'm gonna start going back. Now afraid that Suzanne's in trouble.
Trix is like, Where'd you go? You left Trixie.
Over here.
Trix
I
goes
found a
with.
thing. Suzanne
Okay.
might be in trouble.
Okay.
We'll go back to there at some other point.
Okay.
Maybe during a drum circle when they're not there, so we can.
All right. So we're gonna speed things up a little bit. You get back, Miyagi and her,
Hellbog.
Helvog. I was saying I almost said another name. Miyagi and Helvog. You guys start. You get out of the forest and start to get onto the sand as you see this white figure run past, and another smaller figure following them, running towards the big house. A quick glance, and you see that it's Elkson.
When I see the white figure that we saw out of the...
No, this is a white dragonborn.
This
Yeah.
is Elkson we're seeing.
Yes, I see. We see Elkson, but did we see the other thing?
No, you saw Elkson, and then the smaller thing is the kobold, Trixie.
I think Miyagi would start running. Because seeing like Elkson like run, in his mind it's like something's going wrong, something's gone wrong, so he's going to rush that way.
Okay, Helvog.
Yeah, head in that direction.
All right, you guys start running. Elkson, you see that you're joined by Helvog and Miyagi.
So, Suzanne might be in trouble. Was following the druid lady into the circle, and I found like a purposely made piece of scrap that is, and I'll bring out the fabric and show them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was going towards the house, and Suzanne's by herself in there right now.
Speaking of which,
While still going.
now which door are you running towards? Are you going towards the main door, or are you going to the side where the kitchen's at?
The side where I saw her go in.
That's the side of where the kitchen's at, and that's the side that's closest to the beach, which is on the opposite side of the big house.
Okay.
Roll me a d20. And
16.
Joey, 16. Joey, I need you to roll me a d20 as well.
All right, hold on 1 second.
This is going to determine if which side, if you're going to come from the front of the house or the rear of the house, and which side that Joey or Suzanne actually Misty stepped out to. So you guys could be on the complete opposite, and it could be hilarious.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, both evens. You are both approaching from the rear of the house. So you guys,
I see her then.
You see her. She is actually running from the house herself.
Suzanne, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I got a scroll.
Where did you find that fabric?
In the woods. And it was going towards the house, and I was afraid that something was coming after you, Suzanne, so I had to drop chase of the druid, because this is suspicious as all get out.
Yeah.
Hold up. Please explain what the fuck is going on.
Well, the door was open to the house while Suzanne and I were following the druid into the woods because they just randomly said that they were going to leave us after, like, she had snuck off by herself already. So I thought it was weird, so we went to follow her, but then the door was open, so Suzanne went to go inside, and what was that?
I can't tell if that's like a ghost sound or what.
Oh, yeah. It kind
keeps-
of cuts out.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You hear a wailing coming from the interior of the big house at this point in time.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The house has an alarm on it, so we can't enter unless we risk triggering it. Even though
Quick question, DM.
Yes.
Is that the same wailing that we heard? Hellvog and I?
It is exactly the same.
Miyagi's gonna bust in.
And
Yeah, heading in that direction.
it is coming. Well, let me you hear it coming from almost the center of the house, like from the interior. You guys are at the rear of the house. There are windows that you can go in.
Yes.
Knowing that you have the alarm spell there, Suzanne, you know that That alarm was probably on that door. Okay. Unknown if the other doors or windows or not. You still have the main door to the house as well. As you guys look up to the house and you're about to bust in, you guys
Through a window. Elkson would specifically go for a window.
Absolutely. You guys see on the, because it's, remember, it's a 3-story building. You see on the 3rd floor a figure in white go past. Almost ethereal like.
I wild shape into a bat and fly up so I can seek better.
Can't fly yet.
Oh, damn it. That's right. A spider. I spider. I
A
go into
spider,
and
absolutely.
crawl up.
You
I
crawl
go
up
spider and
easily.
climb up.
Okay, so Elkson is crawling up. So Zen, what are you doing?
I'm going to parkour my way up there using acrobatics.
Acrobatics, go ahead. Give me a roll. Miyagi, what are you doing?
So it passed the window, right?
It passed the window. And
Misty step inside.
you misty step inside the first.
Sorry, go ahead.
You misty step inside the first floor, second floor, or third floor?
The same floor that I saw the specter on.
Okay, you're probably with the range of misty step. You can probably only get to the second floor, and it was on the third floor.
Okay.
Because you have to see it, and at that angle, because you guys are close to the house, you're not going to be able to see it. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. So I'll probably get as high as I can.
Okay.
So probably second
Helvog,
floor.
what are you doing?
27 on my acrobatics roll. That's a
27.
natural 20.
I do not have a grappling hook on
No,
my...
you do not. You are the least mobile person in this
Yet.
party.
Yet. I do not have a grappling hook on my crossbow yet.
You're not Batman yet.
Going for a
You have
window on the
tricks with
ground
you?
floor.
Okay. All right, you go for a window easily. Do you break it or do you open it up? It's actually one that you can try to jimmy it and open it up.
I'll try and open it. I ain't gonna break other people's property.
Destruction of property. That's a crime.
All right. No skill check required. However, you will be a little bit delayed for getting inside. Zen, with your natural 20, you see Zen just jump, spin around a hanging figure to launch herself up, and you are outside a 3rd floor window. What do you do?
I can't stay up here indefinitely, so I'm just going to take the split-second decision to just kick my way through the window and just take my chances with what's inside.
So you shatter the window.
Yes.
Window is shattered. Miyagi, you hear that. Elkson, your move speed is quite... you are easily climbing with no roll whatsoever. However, your movement is a lot less. So you are going to be at least 3 rounds behind Zen.
Okay.
Okay? So Zen, you go inside, and you see this figure, almost translucent-like. A gaunt, elvish figure with long, flowing hair. Turns and looks at you. Opens its mouth to wail, and it dissipates.
Counterspell.
You cast Counterspell. Okay? You see, as you're weaving the arcane equation in your hands, and you start to see the collection of all this arcane energy made to disrupt an ongoing spell. As you force it out, it has nothing to connect with. Miyagi, you misty step inside as you see this figure materialize in front of you.
Do I have an action?
You have an action.
Magic missile.
Okay. You cast Magic Missile as you see the bright flares of this arcane energy start to swirl around your hand. As you release them out, they go out wild. Unerringly, well, it's supposed to unerringly strike, but they go through it, and they strike each other.
It's an illusion.
I miss.
You are at the second floor right now, Elkson. You are able to get inside. You see Miyagi there. You see the magic missile go off.
Yeah, I'll go inside.
Easily to slip in.
Can I shoot a web at it?
You're not a giant spider. You're a spider.
No, I just want to shoot a string of web to try and latch onto it.
Sure. Sure, I will allow that.
Giant spider is an option to a druid.
It is, but they said spider, so.
Yes, I know.
You see the web. You have to get pretty close to it. You see the web just go through it as the figure starts to go towards Miyagi. Ooh.
Can I drop, can I make it so that when I was getting closer to it, I was on the ceiling and then just drop wild shape and just on it?
Absolutely. You drop wild shape, poof, you fall right through it. It's nothing. Immaterial.
Do I feel anything from it?
Nothing.
Is it...
No cold, nothing.
At this
Helvog,
point,
you are
Miyagi's tail would curl between his legs.
one moment, I'll get back to that, and I want to have you repeat that. Helvog, you are inside now.
Looking for a way up to the second floor.
All right. It'll take you a little bit, but you definitely can get up there. You'll be able to act here shortly. Suzen.
I'm gonna run to the window. My detect magic is still up. I'm gonna see if I see.
It's been
any
more than
aura.
10. It's been more than 10 minutes.
I will burn another spell slot to just quickly cast it, and I am looking to see if I see any casting going in, because this is definitely an illusion spell.
And what's the range?
Good question. Damn, only 30 feet.
I mean, that includes below you, though, because I believe most spells can only be stopped by 6 feet of concrete.
Absolutely.
It's like a 30-foot sphere, so.
Right. I will say, given your training, you definitely see the fleeting magical equations of illusion.
I see where they're originating from. I'm sorry.
That you will not be able to tell because it's no longer there. But you have definitely confirmed there has been illusion magic recently used. Miyagi, now what did you say before?
Miyagi, as this thing gets closer to me, Miyagi's tail would curl between his legs, and he would shake a little bit because he does not know how to react.
And then Elkson just falls into it from the ceiling.
It's reaching out to you.
It can't touch you.
As it's getting closer and closer.
And Elkson's just gonna keep whacking through the face as he keeps phasing. It can't do anything.
Dissipates and disappears.
Oh dear.
And
somebody's playing tricks.
You guys, Suzen, you are the first one that hears stomping heading in your direction. Someone's running, heading towards you.
Like on this floor?
On that floor.
I'm going to quickly, whatever's snapping towards me, I'm throwing a dagger at it.
Okay. Roll an attack.
That's so Suzen, though. That is so
I hope it's Jazdick.
Alright.
I hope it's Jazdick.
Yeah, you hope, but it's
Roll your
most
damage.
likely the caretaker.
Roll damage? Okay.
Roll damage.
Set that real low. You just killed somebody.
Hold on. What's my... 7.
7. You hear up... As instantly you see a gold dragonborn fall down to the ground with a dagger in his throat. Bleeding out. That NPC has no class levels. He has no 4 hit points. Do you need a moment?
Starts working on... Susan is starting on her self-defense plea.
I'm going to give you a moment. There's not even a blood-curdling scream. It went right to the throat, so nobody on any other floor knows what's going on. Helvog, at this point in time, when you just see the apparition dissipate, as it was about to touch Miyagi.
Where'd it go?
It's fake. I was smacking through it. It's fake.
It seemed pretty real in the woods.
I've never seen a cat with their tail between their legs.
With this and the souls, I don't want to die.
The temple was scarier than this.
Oh, wait a minute,
Well,
wasn't it up on the 3rd floor?
Say that again, Helvog.
Wasn't it up on the 3rd floor? How'd it get down here?
I mean, it might be something like people, they put stuff in the house itself, for all I know. I don't know how magic works. There could be items around just periodically casting this nonsense.
Upon hearing Hellbog say 3rd floor, Miyagi's going to run upstairs because in his head, he doesn't know what happened to Susan.
Your souls are ours.
Then face me for it!
Miyagi, you start running up. And
I'll follow
I'm
while looking
following him.
around.
you come across Miyagi standing over a gold dragonborn who is bleeding out. I need you, Suzanne, the murderer, to roll 3d20s for me.
Can I cast Healing Word?
Not yet.
Okay.
This definitely was not in the plan. I will tell you that.
We killed somebody.
Suzanne,
I love how
roll me 3d20s. One at a
I have
time.
a 4. I have a 4. I have an 11. And then I have a 20.
Okay.
I love how he started off this session with our actions have consequences, and this world will be shaped by our players' actions or our characters' actions, and we just killed somebody. This is.
You guys
great.
see this dragonborn is still bleeding, but it's still alive.
Spare the dying.
Healing Word.
Bonus action, spare the dying. So, and then your healing word will heal him.
Mm-hmm.
At
Are you
this
going
point,
to pull the dagger out of his throat?
at this point in time, you hear more footsteps coming towards you.
Yeah, Alexander will fully drop down, take the dagger out of his throat, and do the Healing Word. That is 4 hit points.
You see this gold dragonborn look at Suzanne. Murder! Ha! As he starts to clamor and start to get up and is moving out, you see I almost forgot his freaking name. You see, as I tried to pull up my correct, there we are. You see Pollock start to come in. What's going on here?
We're chasing a ghost that's scaring the crap out of everybody.
She just tried to kill me.
You're fine. Barely a wound.
You stabbed me in the throat.
Well, that's what you get for sneaking up on people. It's rude.
You are not supposed to be in here.
We're trying to solve your ghost problem like we were asked to.
Pollock is just kind of flabbergasted, and I think you all need to leave now. I will be speaking with Captain Talia, and you can need to leave. Points at Suzanne.
Whoever is doing this ghost thing is in the house right now and has been messing around on each floor.
Well, I definitely do appreciate that. Hey, thank you for the new follow. I definitely do appreciate that, but your friend just almost murdered.
We can deal with her and that later, but if we don't stop whoever's doing this ghost thing, they very well might actually murder somebody else.
I believe she has a point.
Yes, she has a point, but also that dagger has a point. And that dagger was just in Jadic, who has been my loyal servant for decades.
DM, subtle spell charm person. Jadic.
What's your DC?
14. Port. 8.
Okay, he definitely fails.
Listen, it was an accident. I'm going to look at Jadic saying this. It was an accident. She didn't mean to hurt you. We're just trying to do what was asked of us. Don't you agree?
I will need you to, let me see. Let's see. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw. It does it with advantage if your companions are fighting it. I will say it does get advantage.
I just healed it though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll cancel that out. Good point. The one attack, one heal will cancel it out.
And he fails because I Porton
Correct.
gave him an 8.
I will let you do a persuasion roll with advantage.
Here we go.
Yeah, yes, I did hear, Plague Doctor, that she was heading over there.
21.
21. Okay. It's quite all right. It's quite all right, Master Pollock. They were only doing what was best. We need to find out who is behind this. For your sake, if anything else. I forgive you, little gnome. But I expect a good tip. And not the one with the dagger.
I will help you with that after we find this thing. Will you two help us search?
Of
Do
course.
you two know anything about magic because it's some kind of spellcaster that's doing this?
No. Neither of us know any magic.
Do you know
Insight
anyone
check.
on the island that does?
Scylla.
Scylla knows mag? The druid?
Scylla does magic.
Scylla's the druid, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But she went into the woods. She shouldn't be close enough to be able to do this. And there's definitely someone that's physically also running around as a ghost, and I'll pull out the fabric again.
Yeah, your ghost isn't a ghost.
This looks like it's from one of our tablecloths.
When was the last time you saw your chef? The one who's been telling the tale of the ghost and scaring everyone.
Just today. She should be sleeping in her room.
Where is it? Can we check on her, please? Or you check on her and we will follow to make sure you don't get hurt?
Of course. Follow us.
While they're doing that, can I look at the scroll that I took?
Yes. It is a... When you open it, you see that it's actually multiple scrolls. One of them is a scroll of Magic Mouth, the spell. And underneath that is this tattered scroll of a Elvish poem. And I know you do speak Elvish. It is a poem of love lost of the Elvish princess named, and I will bring this up, Talmen Ray, who died of heartbreak because her human lover died of old age.
Oh, interesting. Is Miyagi still here?
Yes, you all are walking down to the first floor together.
I shared this with Miyagi.
I'm staying right up by Pollock. Like, I'm oblivious to what's going on with him.
And
Like,
Pollock, you see, he's having difficulty walking. He definitely is.
I'll offer him, like, my shoulder if he needs help.
He looks like he's about in his late 40s, but he moves as if he's in his 90s.
As a player, I just want to say something. I am so hyped. Subtle Spell and Charm Person worked. I've been waiting on that combo
That
for so long.
was
That was
key.
badass. That was badass.
That was key.
I'd like to look at Miyagi and make a medicine check and see what exactly is wrong with him. Being
you mean
this
Pollock?
close to him for once. Yeah, Pollock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Do a medicine check.
Does he take my offer of letting him, like...
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
And Jadic is on the other side holding him as well. So, Master Pollock, you should have bring your cane with you. And what'd you get?
And I'm going to hit a guidance on that too.
Can I druid craft a branch into a cane?
Absolutely. You can
I'll
actually druid
do
craft
that
one of
as
your
I'm
arrows
helping.
into a cane. Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
I'll do
handy
that.
trick.
It's
Thank you.
something nice to know. Anytime.
Thank you very much.
15 on the medicine check.
Okay. You notice he's definitely moving like he's much older. And there's without an extensive, you don't have scans in this time period.
Yeah, without an extensive examination.
It'll be very difficult. However, what catches your eye is as you see him reaching for the cane that Elkson has given, you see a part of his the inner part of his wrist, and you see his veins are discolored, and instantly you think poison.
When did your sickness start, by the way, Mr. Pollock, while I may while we're going to see your chef?
It's been going on for a few months now. I'm just a bit under the weather.
Excuse me, Mr. Pollock.
Yes.
Do you know that most likely your island has an emerald vein on it?
An emerald vein? No.
Oh yeah, I think that's what he figured out makes the sand green and stuff.
Oh. Really?
And we happened to find a raw chunk of emerald out in the forest.
Could I see it?
Do I still have one?
Does Miyagi still have it, or no? I gave it back to Miyagi.
Miyagi has it.
Yeah. Hey, Miyagi.
Yeah. What's going on?
That piece of emerald. Show Mr. Pollock.
Yeah, absolutely. Are either of you fans of poetry by chance?
Are we at the room yet?
You're about to be. It's going a little bit slower because he is definitely kind of slow. It's like difficult terrain plus difficult terrain with him. Jadic will take the emerald out of your hand. Mr. Pollock, Master Pollock, this is the answer. We can save the resort with just this.
Are either of you fans of poetry?
No.
Insight check.
Bro.
They
I
seem to
would
be on the
have
level.
if they speak Elvish.
You guys come to the room. There's another door that you go through the kitchen area into the storage area and into the room. So Zen, you're very familiar with this. The kitchen area was the other door that you did not take.
As we're walking,
Mm-hmm.
I'll whisper to Elkson.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't happen to have any kind of to spill poison, would you?
Not today.
I think Mr. Pollock has been poisoned.
If it's the chef, that would make sense.
As you guys get to the room, you notice that the door is wide open. And the room is now in a state of disarray. And there's no one in it.
Well, this is certainly suspicious.
But why would Barwayne do that? I've never seen her do any magic.
Point at the emerald. You may have been consuming poison, sir.
Poison?
I would advise not eating anything from your chef.
She makes me a tonic every night for my health.
Yeah, I don't think it's making you better.
Yeah, I think it's doing the wrong help.
Who is proficient in perception?
I am.
I'm not.
Okay, I need
Me neither.
both of you to make a perception check, or one of you can make it with advantage.
I got a 17.
Okay,
Oh, my passive is 16.
You notice outside the window a figure running.
Do both of us?
Both of you.
Missy step outside.
You just see Miyagi turn into mist.
And I'm going to...
Hold on. Helvog, what are you doing?
Through a window.
Through a window.
Through a window. Run over to the window and pop it open and crossbow.
Okay. Roll your attack roll. Elkson, Zen, you just see Miyagi disappear, and you see Helvog run up and poof.
So I run up behind Helvog and see what it is that he's shooting at.
You see a dwarven-sized figure running.
18. With a lighted crossbow bolt.
Oh.
Elkson, what are you doing?
I trust my companions have this, and there's only so many people that can fit in a window, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
start
true.
going through. I'm gonna start going through the stuff and seeing if nature check if I have to see if any of these ingredients are poisonous.
Okay. I'm going to say that you're going to take your time on it, no roll necessary, and you see definitely there are some poisonous dried herbs.
And I'll explain them to Pollock and Jazdick.
All right. Miyagi, your action. As the crossbow bolt strikes it, and at first it's like a lighted missile, but then as soon as the tip enters into her, the light's gone.
Mental command to Ixbit to scare the shit out of what's running away. 3rd level magic missile.
Roll your damage. And roll your damage as well.
7 points.
10 points of damage.
And Suzen, what are you doing?
See how far she is away from me?
At this point in time, about 20 feet. She did not get too far away before she was seen.
I'm gonna firebolt her.
Roll an attack.
That is a 27 to hit.
Roll your damage.
You take her out before we get to explain.
How much fire damage?
11.
Okay. You see she falls down on the ground. Don't I give. No more.
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Yes.
Miyagi, because I'm assuming Miyagi's the first one to hear this, right?
Yes, absolutely. Miyagi's the closest.
He's gonna rush up, use his double movement, and
You basically pounce. You can pounce on her.
Okay, yeah. I don't want to pounce on her. I just want to stand over her and basically Iron Man this shit, 4 magic missiles in my hand. I'm not gonna cast a spell just just for an intimidation tactic. He'd be like, "What do you want? Why are you doing this?"
Damn adventurers. I wanted the freaking gem. And I would have had it too.
Say it. Say it. Say
Say
it.
it!
If it wasn't for you damn meddling adventurers. As all of you come to surround this dwarven woman, you notice that
scare her.
Ixpit was about to. He'll say, "Boss, I can sting her. I can sting her. If you want me to sting her, I can kill her. I can kill her. I will do it. I will eat her eyeballs. I will eat her eyeballs for you. I'm gonna go do it."
Evans, no. And I command him
Okay.
not to.
He stops. Okay. Eyeball soup is good though.
Good soup. Good soup.
You guys congregate around this dwarven woman.
I'm gonna
Barmaid.
stay by Pollock and Jazdick just in case she has any allies.
Pollock will go, Parwin, you've been with us almost since the beginning. Why would you? It's because of your damn stupid decisions. You let your son go off and do everything. You're gonna give the resort to him. You're sitting on a freaking emerald gold mine. It's your own damn fault.
Emerald and gold are two separate things, just to preface that.
We didn't come across any gold mines on this island.
Well, we do not, and this is Pollock speaking. We do not have a jail here, but you are no longer welcome on our island. Thank you, you four. I will speak to Captain Talia. Your stay here is compted. You will always be welcome here. And you
I'm
can
happy
have
to
whatever
help.
she has on her.
Suzanne, I believe you would be the best one to find anything magical or sinister on her. Do be careful.
The first thing I do is grab her gold pouch. And then the second thing I do is cast Detect Magic on her.
Okay, detect magic.
The first thing I do is retrieve my bolt.
You retrieve your bolt. Alrighty. So
This belongs to me as I pull it out.
you see on her, she has 2 wands.
Oh.
And really, I didn't have all that already built. Well, damn. You see, I have to pull this up here. Yeah, so you have 2 wands. And you see
track of this.
she is actually wearing a very fine chain shirt. Immaculately made. It looks like the interlinking chains almost look like ivy. In her pouch, she has a total of 34 gold pieces. And that's it. Besides normal gear, you do find a costume of and stilts that she was wearing when she was running through. So, what would you all like to do?
What about the cave?
I set up the cave. It's just chicken blood.
And the runes?
Just elvish and draconic.
The voices? I'm assuming those were illusions?
I made it with that and points to one of the wands.
What about the druid?
She's just a druid. She has nothing to do with this.
Insight check.
Roll it.
So now might be a good time for your zone of truth, Helvog.
Pollock,
17.
if I may make a suggestion.
Go ahead, Elkson.
And that's to Pollock.
Ah, yes.
I went to the druid's little drum circle and saw your son. He seems to have no interest in this resort. And honestly, this isn't my place to say, but I think you would be better off placing it in the hands of someone like Jadic over here has been taking care of you so thoroughly while you were unwell.
Well, I hope that will not come to pass yet, since if I was poisoned, I should be feeling on the mend here shortly. But I definitely will take that into consideration. I just want my boy to be happy. That's all I want.
And he definitely seems happy with her.
What I get for my insight check?
She's telling the absolute truth.
Okay.
He's happy as long as she's happy.
Exactly. All right. You guys have successfully figured out who done it. You have secured a resort for life that you can come back to. You have lost the emerald, though.
Yeah.
Easy come, easy go, I suppose.
Really? We lost the emerald?
Oh yeah, Jadic hasn't.
Oh, yeah, but we found an island full of emeralds.
So I'm going to we'll speed this up just a little bit. Is there anything that you would like to do tonight before you rest?
Yes.
Identify.
I'd like to cast Identify. I'd like to copy Magic Mouth into my spellbook. And those would be the two things, yes.
Okay. It is a wand of Magic Mouth.
Okay.
And it is a wand of Minor Illusion.
I'm gonna look for a bucket and some soap.
You find a bucket and some soap.
And the shirt that I unceremoniously ripped off of the dwarf in the front of everyone.
That is a set of Elvish chain.
We can wear Elvish chain. Well, Meowgie can.
And it is magical. Not a +1 or anything. It is a chain shirt, but it can be worn and it will alter to the size of the person.
And because it's Elven chain, you could still cast spells in it.
You can wear it without a proficiency modifier or being proficient in it. Let me pull this up.
I think Meowgie would go back to cave.
Okay.
Create bonfire and destroy it.
Oh.
All right.
Just in case she accidentally summons some bad voodoo.
Yeah, had enough shit with demons and extraplanar entities and fiends and shit. No.
Told you there was no ghost.
You guys have all get to take a long rest, and Jadic will come up to you before you go to rest. I want to thank you for everything you have done for us. Please join us tomorrow night for a feast. And
who's cooking?
I have some rudimentary skills, but I have just been told that some of the kobolds can actually cook as well. I may have judged them harshly.
This is quite pleasant to be around.
She
helped me for a good chunk of this.
keep that in mind. Please let them know if you have any favorite dishes. And I will pull up this item for you.
Where is Trix? Because she was with us up until we were like, we're going to the house.
She actually is right there, and she does mention, yes, I can cook. I can actually cook very well.
That's awesome.
All right. Elven Chain is a chain shirt. You get a +1 bonus to AC while you wear this armor. So it's armor class 14. You are considered proficient with this armor even if you lack proficiency with medium armor.
So then, what's your AC?
My AC is 14, but if I wear the armor, then I can't use mage armor, and mage armor is better for me. So I will bestow that to you.
Okay, so my AC will be 16.
There you
I'll
go.
put it on.
Alrighty. At this point in time, we're going to take another short break as we set up and let my players get into Foundry. We're going to have a little RP moment, and we're going to see what is in store for us. So we'll be back in less than 5 minutes. And we are back. Like I said, short break. We just have to give my players a chance to get into Foundry to see if they will actually see combat or not tonight.
For the week,
So you guys get your long rest. The morning is yours to do with as you want. You exchange the items however you see fit. You are actually able to get a day of relaxation. For some of you, that may be walking around the woods. Some of you, it may be burning down the interior of a cave. It could be lapping up the sun rays on the green tinted sand and enjoying the surf. And some of you are just enjoying being in the sun in general. You have actually had a nice, calm, normal day. Mark that on your calendars. It won't happen a lot in this campaign. As night comes down, or night approaches, you see a conversation happen off a bit of ways. And from the general look of it, it looks to be a pleasant one happening between Pollock, Scylla, and Gerald. You see Scylla and Pollock embrace in a friendly hug. And Pollock definitely seems like he has an extra skip in his step. He's not fully healed. But he's definitely moving a little bit quicker. Still is leaning on the cane a bit, but a lot less. And seems to be partial to the new cane that was made for him. Breakfast was a little bit in disarray. But by lunchtime, the kobolds have learned how to use everything in the kitchen. And Trixie is actually a pretty damn good chef. You all are greeted by Tiki Torch to the feast of the night. A long table has been brought out. You see the other two kobolds are running around placing everything. You see fresh fish, smoked salmon, a nice rice dish, as we lost Damien again, but Damien will be back and the cameras will fix themselves.
I'm here, sorry.
No worries. You see fresh vegetables steamed, platters of steak. Everything is immaculately made. Captain Talia joins as well. And she approaches the group. Well
Hi,
then.
Captain.
Good day, Elkson. It seems that your perchance for trouble has followed you here, but you have conducted yourselves appropriately for my and with good honor for my crew. However, it seems as if the resort here has fallen on hardened times, and they are unable to do a lot of repair on our ship. So we will have to set off here in the morning. We will be going. It will be hard. We patched up what we could. But I hear that we have a new port of call here for free, so I have you to thank for it.
Oh, it is our pleasure.
Well.
Oh, and during our free time, I would have tried to find a way to send out the letters that Elkson has been writing to Pretty Lady.
Scylla can actually help you out with that. She has some animal friends who can definitely get that to them. Well, if it is your pleasure, Miyagi, then I will forego the bonus that I was going to give you all. Thank you for that.
I think Suzanne would not approve of being
Captain,
deprived.
you can take my share. Pay the rest.
No, good work deserves good pay. And she doles out 20 gold to each of you.
Thank you.
Quick question,
Yes.
DM. I wasn't here when we finished the dungeon. Did we get paid for that as well?
Ooh. You went to a lich's area, and the captain was not very happy.
No, she wasn't mad at us. She was mad at the people who hired us to go.
Yeah. But no, you did not get paid. Susan is not liking that. So, is there anything else you all would like to do on this island?
Is my tan flawless? Because I've been working on it for the past day.
I would say yes. With prestidigitation, you made sure of that.
Okay, perfect. Then I am happy.
Okay. So,
I would just try and learn some tricks from the druid.
oh, definitely. Scylla will. And you learn that Scylla and Pollock have come to an agreement. They will keep a low-key resort open, so we'll have minimum impact on the environment. However, there will be a refuge where the guests will not be allowed to go.
They compromise everywhere. That's wonderful.
So,
And that's the first place I want to go.
I think during the whole day, Miyagi would be talking a lot in his head to Ixbit, just asking him how he's doing, and just making sure he's okay, he's fed, he's taken care of,
And of course, I'm taking care of Thunderbolt and Snowball.
oh yes. Ixbit is quite mad. As in, he is crazy.
Oh, okay.
He is definitely fed. He will do anything that you ask him to do. Thunderbolt and Snowball have taken to the sand finally. Thunderbolt's not too happy being on sand.
We're gonna go back on the ship soon.
He might be less than happy with that, but
But hopefully the next place you'll get to stretch your hooves a bit.
so you guys get back on the ship before dawn as you're about ready to set off. I need someone. Let's go with Zen. Roll me a d12.
I'm just letting you know I'm rolling my dice right now.
Okay.
Not bad, not
None
bad.
of the party reacted to Alexin just shape-shifting in front of them.
Well, two of the party didn't even know that was happening.
Nope. I didn't see it. I was off in the house.
Only Helvog really saw it, and Helvog didn't know that you weren't a druid. He just learned you. What was your result?
3.
3. Okay, then.
That did not sound good.
Oh, I
That
did not like that.
I did not like that either.
You guys set off in clear skies, but they don't last. As thick black clouds appear gently in the distance and then roll over you. The crack of thunder.
Water walk on the group and extra on the crew,
Alrighty.
including the captain.
She'll take that. Thunder crashes. Rain
It'll
starts
be every
falling down.
hour, so
Rain starts to fall down. Even bits of hail. Visibility is almost nothing as a thick fog rolls in.
now that I can't do nothing about.
All of you are up on deck at this point in time. As you all hear off to the side. Looking over, you see a crewman that is fallen down on the ground in a pool of blood. And next to it is this creature with green skin, gills coming out, has fishnets surrounding it and carrying a spear. It looks at all of you as you start to see other ones climb up on the side of the ship. And they start to scream. Let us go ahead and activate the correct map. And I will let you all put yourselves on the map where you would like to go. And let me go ahead and fix this real quick. And we are going to go into
Miyagi will cast a second level magic missile, hitting 1 on each target that's on the other set of staircases.
Mm-hmm.
So I want 1 hitting each one. My baby boy. So 5 points of damage to each one.
All right, 5 points of damage to each one. So you have magic missile. All right, so there's 2 on each set of stairs. And which ones are you targeting again?
I'm gonna see if it'll let me.
It's Miyagi. Yeah.
Miyagi, I think, is frozen.
I don't even see Miyagi on the map.
All right. Well, I
I
think
see
his...
him on the map.
Hi.
All right, there you
Sorry,
are.
man.
All right, so
Yeah.
which ones are you targeting?
Did it not pop up for you? I targeted the top 2 at the top staircase, the bottom 2 on the
Okay.
bottom
How much damage?
5 points each.
5 points each. Alrighty.
And that's going to conclude my turn.
That will complete your turn. I will go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, if you didn't target them, this takes me a little bit longer.
Yeah, sorry. It was just like my Foundry froze.
Yep,
so-
no worries. It happens. Tech issues happen, obviously.
Wow, Mr. Roboto.
There we go. All right, does that complete your turn, Miyagi? Do you want to move anywhere? Or...
Nope, I want to stay where I'm at.
All right, at the end of your turn, you see another figure climb up the side of the ship. 3 figures, in fact. These people look very similar to the other fish-like creatures that you're facing. However, they're more humanoid in shape. At least 2 of them are. The third figure is definitely humanoid in shape. Has a matted beard. Very thick, muscular build, but it's pale and almost waterlogged. As you see, Balin Warmwater has returned.
Yes!
For revenge.
Yes! This is when you started mentioning these fish people, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted.
Sazen, it is your turn.
Alright, so for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Blade Song.
Okay.
As soon as I figure out how to cast it, 1 second. Oh, okay, apparently it did. Alright, I'm going to move here on the stairway.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why that reticule pulled up. Don't know how to get rid of it. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm not proficient in Forge at all. Okay, targeting myself. This is a disaster. How do I target this little dude right here?
Okay, you click on them, and you hit the target. Well, actually, you click the target on your left-hand side, and then you click on whatever token you want to target. And then go back to select tokens to select you.
Okay.
No,
Just gonna strike with this.
A 23 definitely hits.
And apparently I've done 6 damage.
All
For
right.
my second attack, because I can attack twice now, I'm going to use a cantrip, because that's something else that I could do. And I'm going to do Booming Blade.
Booming Blade. So that is going to be 4 thunder damage, and then if this is the individual directly in front of you, correct?
Yes. Mhm.
All right. Now, if they move, more damage. Does that
Hey,
complete
and
your
then
turn?
Yes, I'll hit my little end turn marker here.
Yep. It is this Sahugin's turn. As it will go to attack you with its spear. Actually, no, it's going to... Nope, it is definitely going to attack with its spear. It is not... I'm going to say it's not flanking. Does not get advantage. I do not see an 11 hitting you. So that completes their turn. Elkson, it is your go. You are quite alone.
Yeah. I have a longbow, so I'm pretty sure even in
you
the
are
crow's
in-
nest I can hit these people, so.
Yeah, you are in range. You are, I'm going to say, about 25 feet up.
Do the new 3 that popped up, do they look hostile?
Absolutely.
Alright, then I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the most human looking one
Alrighty.
and take a shot at him.
Let's see. I believe that there is a... Yep. He is Hunter's Mark.
Huzzah. Alright. That is a... I have to pull up my... That is a... Oh, wow. 14 plus 9, 23 to hit.
23 definitely hits. Roll your damage.
D8 plus a D6. Thank you. That is 14 damage.
You see this arrow strike him. It hisses. He can't even... You see his throat has been damaged. As he reaches his hand out, and you see some of the water that is on the pole, on your mast, starts to coalesce and gather as you see a tentacle form.
That's freaky. That's my turn.
Yep. And look on the map. It's there.
He is so fun to use, though.
Next,
So wiggly.
You
so
see-
glad to let me play him.
another person jump up onto the deck. This person is a human female with long hair, looking just as dead and approaching Miyagi. I need to fix the music. It's being a little bit loud right now. So you see the decaying body of Molly the Red returned.
Why is it always undead? Alexon's extra glad she's in the crow's nest.
As she comes up with a rapier, 2 strikes against Miyagi. The first attack hitting an AC of 22.
Hits.
That is going to be 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
The second attack misses.
Okay.
At this point in time, you see a larger of these fish creatures that is directly behind the one that you just struck, Suzanne. Point a hand at you as black and green energy starts to form around its hand, and a bolt of energy starts traveling towards you.
Counter spell.
Roll it.
What do I roll? Because usually counter spell just works.
Oh, actually, you know what? It is a spell that is lower than 3rd level, so you counter the Eldritch Blast. It hisses at you.
You don't roll for a counter spell.
No. You roll
It's a higher
it.
level.
You roll it if it's above
It's on the same level,
3rd
yeah.
level. Yeah. So, but it was a cantrip, so that's their turn.
I know. I was like, if I would have known that, I would have just let it happen.
This one is right next to Helvog. As let's see. You see it reaches its hand out to you, Helvog, as the image of a twisted crown of jagged iron starts to appear on your head. I need you to make a... Let me see. Wisdom saving throw.
Hey, that's a spell.
That is a spell. I think that natural 20 will do it there. You're not charmed. Things are not going good for these guys. This Sahuagin, with its spear, will attempt to attack Suzanne. A 19.
That's my AC.
That is 6 piercing damage.
As soon as I figure out how to take damage.
I already did it for you.
Okay.
And he's like, oh no, I don't know how to take damage. Whatever will I do?
Oh no.
The next one is a natural 20
Against me?
against you for a total of 11 damage.
Okay.
That's already been taken from you.
Got it.
This Sahuagin will do the same thing against Helvog. That's going to be a 13 to hit.
Miss.
You see it reaches out with his spear and you bat it away with your shield, or actually your crossbow, on the back end of it, where it's not going to take, might take a nick, but no damage on it. As this other creature comes up to Miyagi, you see it goes in for a bite attack. Its jaw unhinges unnaturally so, filled with jagged teeth.
Everything's gotta bite the cat.
Yeah.
Yep. Unfortunately, it looks like that new armor is going to help you out with an 11 damage. Or 11 attack.
Yes.
The next sea spawn will come up and will launch poison quills at Miyagi because he's the closest one. You see a bunch of, on the back of its head, spikes start to flicker as if it's agitated or aroused. You don't know, as they fly out. And Miyagi, you see this just as they hit you, but they do not find purchase in between your armor. Your armor deflects it, barely misses.
Yes.
And finally, it is Helvog's turn.
Fuck him up, Hellvog.
Oh, I plan on it. Come on. There we go. I will cast Spirit Guardians.
Nice.
Obviously centered on myself.
Look at that Spirit Guardian animation.
That's nice.
Did it?
Yep.
I couldn't
Mhm.
see it.
Centered on yourself. So, when you cast a spell, you designate a number of creatures that are unaffected. I'm assuming the crew and your party members that are unaffected.
Yep.
What is the form of your Spirit Guardians? What do they look like?
I think. Angelic.
Okay. You see small angel-like creatures start to fly around. Their swords bright with the sun's light. As
Wow,
they
that's huge.
exactly.
It's only supposed to be 15 feet.
That is a bit big. So we are going to we will take it.
15 feet radius or diameter?
It is a 15 feet
They flit around you
Radius.
to a distance of 15 feet.
I just
Right.
placed a 15
Yep.
Okay,
foot
so
So-
radius.
we will just use that, but just you see the Spirit Guardians animation still.
Yes.
So, all of these need to make a wisdom saving throw. Right now, because that is
That's
going to
the
be a
math.
fail, or no, a pass.
Pass it from Google Chrome.
So half a 19
Yep,
this turn anyway.
way
that
we
is a
can see it.
pass.
And DM, the one that has the booming blade attack on it, I'm supposed to do weapon damage to it as well. So it took the 10 slashing in addition to the 4 thunder.
So you'll be able to
Got
see
it.
the animations and kind of see what's happening.
And just 1 second. This is the folly of having to run multiple different. He takes full damage. You see this Sahugan with that additional 10 damage, that the angelic forces just rip through it as it is just utterly dismayed. Its guts are on the ground in front of you, Suzanne.
Oh, so Suzanne didn't get covered in guts.
Nope, not this time. That is a fail on the Warlock. And this last Sahugan here is just inside the range, I'm going to say. You guys need all the help you can get. That is a failure. 19 radiant.
It didn't put a concentration marker on me, and it doesn't seem to show up.
I'll remember that.
So,
Alrighty. And we are now at the start of the round, and this is a good place, I think, to pause for the night. You have in front of you the failed mutineer and a new follower, apparently. Hopefully you guys get Ath back and can run her in this as well. So we're going to end our session how we end all of our sessions, with bitches, gripes, complaints, comments, questions answered. We're going to start with our newest member, Moose.
oh, I'm golden.
Ne-
We solved the mystery.
Mm-hmm. Miyagi,
I thought it was wonderful. I like that we solved the mystery. Hi, baby. And
Nobody
I won't-
died.
yeah, nobody died. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, Miyagi's in a bad spot. It just so happens that Miyagi's right by the two people that the one person he killed as an NPC.
Alexon's got his back though.
Yep.
I already know what I plan on doing next session, so like, I already know. Like, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Well, it'd be alright I'll help as soon as I get loose from these guys.
Yep. I mean, the Sahugans do not have that many hit points, so they are basically cannon fodder. The sea spawns you guys have faced before. So next we have Jay and Demand playing our Suzanne.
Well, I think you guys learned what happens when you sneak up on Suzanne. You get a knife in the throat. This was fun. I really enjoyed the mystery. I enjoyed our beach vacation, and yeah, ready to kick some ass next time.
Alrighty. And finally, last but definitely not least, we have Damien the DM, who is not the DM right now.
Right, I had a lot of fun. I feel like everybody had like moments where they really shined. I feel like there was some bonding that happened between characters, even if only because of conflict.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think this was actually a really good session.
Good deal. You guys at first had no idea who the mystery was. I loved it that you were going after Jadic. I was like, nope, Jadic is perfectly fine. It's all the sweet dwarf woman.
It's funny, I had the idea, but like as we were preparing to start the campaign today, I'm like, you know, half the time it's the people who tell the stories that are the ones responsible for them.
Mm-hmm. So,
groundwork.
Thanks for the new follow. Thanks for everybody who has come. I'm gonna switch the. We're gonna go to Theater of the Mind here real quick, and then I am going to take a look at. Let's see who else is going, who is playing right now. We're gonna raid real quick. Thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the story. I'm going to try to figure out why I keep on dropping frames. It's probably because I'm using Chrome, and we will see. Also, keep in mind, if you guys do take damage, I will take care of it in Foundry, but please do it on D&D Beyond as well, because I have the overlay on there, and they will be able to see y'all's health. So, thanks everybody for coming. You all have a good night. I'm just going to put a break real quick, and while we raid.
So raid.
Yep.
Yeah.